Don't tell me, let me guess. He's finally drunken himself to death and not wanting a scandal, you've hidden his body.
Fuck, how did you find out? How much money do you want? Hello everyone, and welcome back to 4pixels. Coco and Kime are here with Filet from Cacophony of Games and Buttons, and we're continuing the letter.
Okay. They said I have no business working anymore after I was married. I can blame society. But I listened. Before I can fall further into this introspective pit of self-loathing, someone calls for my attention.
The guests have arrived, madam.
And Luke?
Running a bit late, I'm afraid.
Late for his own party. That man, I swear. He's probably looking to make a dramatic entrance, knowing him. Open the doors, then. We mustn't tarry.
Cars line up the driveway, peppering the front of the mansion with vehicles of every kind. Grand Tourers, supercars, even the odd high-end muscle car or two, convertibles, grand saloons, and other luxury cars can be seen being parked by valets. A handful of cabs drive off, possibly for those who thought it's too troublesome to bring their own cars. There are at least 2 different media vans as well.
Isn't that like the one thing she said she didn't want?
Pretty much, but again, Luke organized this more than her, so... I would not be surprised if Luke's just like, oh yeah, call the media, get them here because we need to show off our grand, fabulous mansion that we just bought while I'm off drinking absinthe and fiddling some girl.
What a mansion.
Let's be real, that's probably what's happening.
Yeah,
That or he's dead, which I can only hope.
I'd be down.
Same.
They're all here for... They're all here for what might be considered the biggest event of the year for Luxborn. So far. Who knows what we'll plan for the winter holidays?
Welcome, welcome everyone. Please, make yourselves at home.
Some of the guests idle, enjoying the warm, if not strange sunshine we are experiencing, before gloomy skies inevitably return. Inevitably is a difference.
Only in fake Britain can the sunshine be weird. Just gonna throw that one out there.
I mean, in fake Britain and in Seattle, real Seattle, sunshine is weird. They greet acquaintances and friends with warm smiles, others less so. From where I stand, I can see the hierarchy of power, the ties that bind these individuals here, whether through convenience or necessity. However, there are also a few who are not here to further cement their current place in high society.
Ooh.
Oh,
What the fuck are you doing here? Such as that young man with his oriental air, ignorant of the looks he receives from women and men alike.
Be careful with Shirley, all right?
Or that rose-haired woman talking on her phone while she looks unsure of why she is here exactly.
Yes, I'm at the party already, Mom. Yes, I'll say hi to her if I can.
I see Zachary the photographer as well. He talks to a few of the other media crew with an air of familiarity.
I was just here a few days ago, yeah. And the inside is huge, but the staff are pretty helpful if you get lost.
Aw.
Precious baby.
Yes.
Protect him at all costs. Also, the story apparently updated. I had invited Father Norman, too. If you want to check the story, go for it.
I don't think that was a journal update.
Yeah, that was weird. Because it definitely pinged up in the corner story updated when we saw Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah, story update, it's different from journal update.
Is this one of those things where if we had picked to see
It's like when the story branches.
the father, we would have gotten the anthropologist instead?
I think that may have been the case.
Mm-hmm.
It's the least I can do after he blessed the mansion on my request, aside from my small donation to the church, of course.
Small.
Small.
It was only £1 million, come on now. But the poor man had taken ill and went through a nervous breakdown of some sort the other day.
Huh.
Oh.
I wonder what that could be caused by.
And then there are people like the chief inspector.
Please let him out.
People who I can never be too sure about.
Seems like the understatement of the millennium when dealing with that guy.
Fair. People who stand on the border between being suspicious and being trustworthy.
Thank you for the invite, Anna. Husband still missing, I see?
Just pour that salt right into that gaping wound.
I should be saying the
Yep.
same of your darling Rochelle, Lee. The doctors again?
She told me she'll just be in the gardens.
Are we ever gonna
But
meet
she's
this
lying and
Rochelle?
that she's somewhere around mingling, gossiping with the other ladies. It's no offense, but that seems to be all you ladies do at these parties.
Rich coming from a guy who was like talking about
He was
like
talking
stealing
so
a
much
cab
shit.
or something like that.
Kick him in the teeth! Kick him in the teeth! Kick him in the teeth!
And aren't you gossiping right now?
I love
Yes,
Hannah's
well,
unimpressed face.
wasn't that
Unimpressed
Luke?
face.
Should we file a missing persons report now, or do you want to wait 24 hours?
He's blind.
We could just not.
I can tell someone's
Let him
bluffing.
disappear.
We could just not and say we did. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't tell me, let me guess. He's finally drunken himself to death and not wanting a scandal, you've hidden his body.
Fuck, how did he find out?
How much money do you want?
I was wanting to
Quick,
give
get the
this
hush money.
housewarming gift to him personally, too. It's a plate that holds a wine glass so he can stop killing himself with liquid lunches. Looks like it's too late
Wow.
for that.
Nothing like that. Besides, this is a hardly polite conversation.
Oh, relax. I'm just trying to be cheeky to lighten the mood. It's not like I want Luke dead. The man
What
doesn't
we
serve
do?
dodgy plonk like the
Yeah,
others when
I
I
was
visit,
about
and he
to
pays
say.
his respects well enough. I could use a glass of wine or 3, actually. Rochelle's been in a horrid mood. Threw her stilettos at me the other day and almost took an eye out.
I wonder why.
Not sure if this is
Well, she's
how
pregnant.
it usually goes, but I blame the pregnancy.
I wouldn't know, would I?
Still no plans for a baby? Well, I guess that's for the best. If it's this bad now, I can't even imagine how bad it'll be when that little baby bump becomes huge.
Have I mentioned how I don't trust him, no matter how hard I try to do so? At least he brought a gift, I suppose.
Why don't you just go inside and have some wine, Lee?
Think I will, thanks.
Greetings such as these carry on as the guests continue to trickle in. Whether we have short conversations or merely shake hands and nod heads, I make sure to attend and welcome each of them. As the first hour passes us by, the rest of the stragglers and I adjourn to the ballroom, and Luke still has nothing to show for it. Any latecomers will have the attention of the porter instead. I have other duties to attend to now. Hosting parties is always the same old song and dance, no matter how big or small it is. You make sure your guests are well fed, have good company, and have them generally enjoy themselves. So when my opening remarks are done, when the band has started to play and the guests have started eating, I find myself wandering around aimlessly unless I am pulled aside. Seriously, where the fuck is Luke? Like, I would expect an hour in, he'd at least have the decency to show his face.
We answered this. He's dead.
Let's hope.
It's becoming more likely by the second. Like, it was a joke before, but now it's actually legitimate. He's dead. For a while, I stay with a small group and entertain them before excusing myself. When they're not anymore watching me, I end up watching them.
Go hang out with Zach.
Yeah.
Seriously, though. When they don't listen, I do. A local banker is having trouble with his daughter. He wishes to marry her off, but she wants nothing more but to make music. One of our hotel managers worry about the stolen belongings of one of his patrons, a failing in security which should be brought up to higher authorities soon. Our mayor, well, his cat died.
Send him chocolate, quick.
That's the biggest tragedy we've heard.
I know, right? That is the biggest tragedy ever. It's just like, holy shit, no, the cat died. Poor
Who was
mayor.
Rose again?
I don't... What?
I was just... Who was Rose again? Doesn't matter that the lady died. The cat died.
Yeah, exactly. For a second, I'm like, wait, seriously though, who's Rose? What?
Aww.
I legitimately forgot her name, so I was like, no, the cat.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, girls.
We're monsters. We're horrible.
You are.
I think it also distracted me because it's just like we're talking about the rose-haired woman, and it's just like, wait, but that's not Rose. That's Rebecca. Why are you calling her Rose?
We're all really good at this game, you guys.
We are so good. Then there is that rose-haired woman once again.
That is not Rose.
It is hard not to notice her with her distinctive locks.
Maybe it is Rose in disguise. We've never seen them together in the same screenshot.
Ah!
True.
Dun, dun.
We've discovered the biggest mystery of the entire game! She also lacks the grace that the other ladies have, though that does not make her any less beautiful. Hannah, you're gay.
She's not wrong.
Nope.
Hannah, you're gay. Her stance and the air she exudes instead are strong, and they make her stand out despite her casual attire.
She's a teacher.
Many men have already given her their attention, though each invitation to dance has been turned down. I approach, intrigued, although it is no great mystery what occupies her own attention, with the glances she keeps sending towards the boy with the oriental hair.
Please don't use that word.
I know.
Right?
I just
Especially
flinched
because he's
every
American.
time.
Especially because he's American. It's like, please stop calling his hair oriental. I mean, I get it that he's a weeb, and we're trying to push that point home, but can we not? Can we just say the swoopy hair?
The swoop de whoop.
Because it's a swoopy hair. It's very swoop.
I mean, I don't think
She-
he. Well, never mind. Go ahead.
No, finish your thought.
I was just gonna say that, like, I do think he immigrated, but I don't know for sure, so I wasn't gonna say that with
Yeah.
any confidence.
Yeah. I don't think we've gotten much into his backstory too much outside of his relation to Bella.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm sure we will, because I'm pretty sure he's one of the main characters anyway, so
Yeah.
we'll find out. We'll find out in the later episode. She remains unaware, though, even as I stand beside her, pretending that I am there for a drink.
You would catch his eye a lot better if you wore nicer clothes, don't you think?
Wow.
Didn't realize the housewarming was going to be this fancy. I would have gone with a nice dress if I knew.
Oh, you're fine, dearie. It's only really the parvenus, those who climb, that come to these parties all dolled up. Quite the black-haired beauty, isn't he?
I'm dying.
I'm dead.
Oh
I
god.
love Hannah.
Oh god. The boy comes over, but I do nothing to speak any softer. He merely passes by, and it is a wonder he doesn't hear what I say.
He doesn't hear when you're speaking directly to him.
Who, Ash?
Fair.
You know, you really shouldn't have turned down those offers. If I wasn't married, I'd happily go dancing with those young men. But you said a name. Ash. That's the exquisite lad you've been looking at all this time. I don't know him, and I'm the one hosting this party. That must mean you know each other.
I don't know.
Is he your boyfriend then? Because that would explain those rejections.
Hold on, didn't Rose and Ash actually have a thing before? Or not Rose, Rebecca and Ash actually have a thing before?
No, like, she's had a crush on him since she was really young, and they were like their childhood best friends, but I don't think they ever actually got together.
Okay, because I know that there was like a prequel thing that was supposedly talked about that was on mobile?
Yeah, the diary.
Yeah. Also, I like this scene. It's very well composed.
Yes.
But Hannah does need to shut her mouth. It's like, honey, you're stirring up trouble. Please stop.
Stir in the pot.
God. She's good at that. In all my life, I have never seen a face grow red so fast. The shade of her hair did not help as well. This is the most pink I've seen on a person, really.
What? No, that's ridiculous. He isn't my boyfriend.
Such a violent reaction. A simple no would have sufficed. Many here would be happy to hear it.
Including you.
And I haven't been looking at him.
That's right. You've been staring. Quite
Big
heatedly, in
props.
fact. Although I'm not sure if you look like you want to
Big
kiss
props
him
to
or
this
kill him.
fake England that allows their teachers to have pink hair.
It's more the latter currently.
Just don't go murdering him on my property.
No promises.
Foreshadowing.
You need inside the property.
I don't want to walk into a room and suddenly find a body there.
Hannah, I hate to break it to you, but...
Hannah, when's the last time you looked around the rooms?
Gotta check every couch.
Nice callback.
Hannah, really, you should be checking every single room right now, because either you're going to find a pair of bodies quite intimately entwined, or you're going to just find dead bodies. Just saying.
Or a pair intimately entwined and then dead bodies.
Both at the same time?
Everything's possible.
I waver as I feel the burning of someone's stairs. You should really make sure that there aren't stairs on fire. I mean, it's a brand new house. Come on now. Anyway,
Wow.
bad jokes aside.
Idiot.
Okay, bye.
Get out of my house.
I'm not in your house. I'm in Hannah's house. Ha!
I don't think you want to be there.
Wait, you're probably right. Shit! It is chilling, and though I am used to enduring the gaze of others, this one makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. It's the dead girl. I was right!
Rip.
Jesus fucking Christ!
You know her.
Jesus!
I ain't about that life.
And with that, with our new guest here, we will end the episode. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
I have no idea what's going on. Oh, there I actually died. With the creepy images. I died. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Okay, so the thing is... You kept giving it a cold shoulder. You need to turn to face it to hug it. It's very sensitive. Okay, it's time. It's time again, so welcome all to 4pixels. Once again, this is Kime, and as you can see, this time I'm back with Soma.